This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour with the Las Vegas Review-Journal. We are going to take you now live to a press conference by the family of missing 2-year-old Amari Nicholson in conjunction with the Nevada Child Seekers and the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. The family is asking for the public's help in locating Amari, who was reported missing on May 5th. Now, donations are soaring. They've gotten up to about $30,000 so far for anyone that has any information in regards to Amari's location. Let's go ahead and take a look now live at the location where the family is giving that press conference. This is from yesterday's scene here as Nevada Child Seekers are helping the family to search for Amari. Let's take a listen.
Why we're here today is because it's been 6 days and we don't want the public to forget about Amari. We want to keep his name out there. We want to keep his face out there. We're asking that if anyone could help us get a billboard for Amari, that would be useful. If someone could help us with a website where the public could call in and give any type of tips that they have for Amari, that would be useful. We don't want him to be another story. We want people to remember Amari and help us bring him home safely.
Have you been updated at all on the police investigation? What's the latest? Any new information?
It's an active investigation. So there's only so much that the police can tell us. We do know that they're using all their resources to help us find Amari, but we still don't have any leads, which is why we're continuing to come out and ask for people to continue to look for Amari and help us find him. We need the public's help.
Also, the family has been out searching, going door to door. Is that right? Could you describe for us what your efforts have been?
Yes, we've been staying in this area mostly. There are other search teams out and about in the city looking, but basically what we're doing is just trying to jog people's memory, get his picture out there, keep him in everyone's mind, and remind everyone it's 6 days and there's still a 2-year-old and we have no idea where he is.
I have a question for Margarita. Was there an Amber Alert issued in this case, and if so, why not?
So the Amber Alert Nevada criteria is the child has to be taken with a vehicle description, and there is no vehicle description. We also don't have a suspect description. So those are 2 criterias for the Amber Alert Nevada. They are different in every state, but this is unfortunately what Nevada's criteria is. But what has been issued and what was activated is missing endangered child alert, which is what Metro has activated and also our agency. So if you're watching this and you shared that flyer, thank you, because you made the difference. There have been tips that have come in, but unfortunately we don't have that information. It goes directly to law enforcement, and we just need more people to just come out. And I know you've been probably out here. We've had hundreds of volunteers come and help share flyers, but we can't stop. We're not going to stop until he's found.
Do you feel confident that Amari's not with anyone on the paternal side of the family? You know everyone in your family, right? And if the person said that they were on the paternal side, is there any possibility that someone on your side of the family has him, or you've ruled that out?
There's no possibility that anyone on our side of the family has him. And that's why we're out here, to try to figure out who does have him. Someone has to have seen something.
Have you been in contact with the mother's side of the family? Are they helping? And I know yesterday you said, not pointing fingers or any of that, but what's their involvement? Are they trying to help too?
We have not been in contact with the mother's side of the family. We are open to working with her. We want her to know that we want to help her find Amari. Like I mentioned before, we're moms. I can't imagine what it's like to not have your son at home for 6 days in a row and have no idea where he is. So we want to help her find her son.
What's your reaction to knowing that she's not out here with you guys trying to help?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I don't want to speculate because I don't want her to feel like we're against her. But we're here to help her. We want to help her find her son.
Did you guys talk to anybody at Emerald Suites, any managers? Do you know if the video was working at the time, the camera system?
That's a part of the investigation that the police are conducting right now.
Did you talk with any neighbors who knew Amari or his mother?
We've talked to neighbors, and I mean, we're just not getting any leads on where he could be. And that's why, it feels like we've exhausted what we can do here for now. And that's why we want to reach out to people everywhere. We do want everyone in the country to know, because it's been 6 days and he could be anywhere.
We heard that Amari had a plane ticket to go to Colorado with his mother, but ended up not going. Do you know anything about that?
We've only seen those stories on Facebook. We don't know for sure. And like I said before, it's an open investigation. There's only so much that they will tell us right now. So right now we feel like all of that is speculation until the police come to us and say that that's a fact.
What's next for you guys today? Are you going to continue handing out flyers? And what would you like to be done?
We're going to continue to hand out flyers in different parts of the city. But like I said, we need more. We need more resources.
Yeah, and what's our plea today as well is to just let the public know that you can call Nevada Child Seekers. Our phone number is 702-458-7009. I will drive to you and I will give you flyers if you want to hand them out in Pahrump or any part of the city. If you are out of state and you want to share and be a part of this, I will mail you flyers. There is nothing we won't do to help bring them home.
What do you want people to know about Amari and his personality and who he is, so young?
Right. What we want is for people to connect this to them. Think about a 2-year-old that you know. Think about what a 2-year-old can do. How far can a 2-year-old go? How well can a 2-year-old communicate? And that's why we're devastated. If anyone has had a child or has been around a 2-year-old, you know how defenseless they are at this age. And that's why we need help. We need resources. We need to get Amari's name out there. We don't want people to forget about him the same way they wouldn't forget about the 2-year-old at their house. So just think about how you would feel if this was your 2-year-old and you hadn't seen him in 6 days and no one knew where he could possibly be for 6 days.
How was Amari's father holding up?
The best he can.
The best he can, yeah. There's not much that he feels defenseless. Like, there's not much that he can do to bring his son home. And he also has no idea where his son is. He has other children, too, that he's trying to be strong for. But what can you do in this situation? Like, there's no handbook for how to feel or how to handle this.
Has he been in contact with
As far as we know, since Amari has gone missing, no.
What's the living arrangement? Do they go back and forth? They share custody? Could you describe it for us?
His mother had sole custody of Amari. They were beginning to try to communicate and, get a better relationship going between the two, but his mother had full custody.
Have there been any talks about a reward to get Amari back?
There is a reward, $30,000 for anyone that can bring Amari home safely.
You mentioned possibly a billboard or a website. There's a lot of billboards around Las Vegas. What is your message to those people who can make that possible?
Please help us. Please help us. The longer time goes on, the less likely we're going to find something walking around and knocking on doors. There's so many people that come and go from Las Vegas that it feels like it's so heavy on us how long it's been and how much.
Anything helps.
Anything
Any resources that they can put forth.
If you know somebody who can either put his flyer in print or on a billboard or, this billboard right here would be fantastic. Once again, we're just a family begging for help.
And moving forward this week, I know you throughout the weekend and yesterday and today you have us out here. Can you maybe just go over the plan? Are you going to expand maybe a little bit more to this area? I don't know if going to the strip is part of the idea or anything like that.
We've covered some of the strip. We plan on doing more today. And like you said, different areas throughout Las Vegas. We're not going to stop. Anywhere we can look, anywhere we can go, we will be doing.
And if you're out there and you see someone hand you a flyer of Amari, please take it. Please take it. Because you don't know what. You may have some information and unknowingly that could solve this, that can solve it and bring him home. So we initially started, of course, with Metro, the search right here in front of the Emerald Suites. I know they've done all of their investigation in this area, interviewed people. I know they're still doing it. But as a team, we're going to start doing pockets of the city from like Summerlin, to the Strip, to Anthem. And if you're in those areas and you want to help, contact our office. I'll give you flyers. We just need more people, like I said, sharing his story and sharing our plea to bring him home.
Have you guys talked to the boyfriend that was last with Amari when he was taken?
We had no contact with him.
What about his family though?
No contact with any of them.
Their relationship, are you guys familiar with anything about their relationship? I mean, how long were they dating, anything like that?
No, we don't know anything about Taylor or her boyfriend. Like, we have very minimal details. And that's why we're trying not to discuss it too much, because we don't want to speculate. We don't want to put things out there that aren't true. And we don't want her to feel like she can't come to us if she needs help.
There's the photo on the flyer. Is there any place we can get more visuals or any video, or do you have any available?
We've been sending pictures to the different news outlets that reached out to us. But that's about it.
Is there any history that you know of with Amari and CPS with the mother or anything like that?
We can't confirm or deny. We don't know.
Anything else you guys would like to say?
We just want to thank everyone that has come out. We would like to thank all the news outlets. When we reached out, you guys responded so quickly to help us, and we do appreciate everyone's help. And we want people to continue to look and continue to put his name out there until he comes home.
Thank you.
Now, the woman you just heard from is Amari's aunt, the father's sister. Her name is Yolanda, and that is also her sister that you just heard from, again, saying that they are mothers and they're here to try to help anyone related to Amari, to try to help find him. I'm on Facebook right now, and I'm looking at tons of Facebook groups here, all here based in the community, trying to help in any way, shape, or form, whether it be through speculation or just community advocates trying to find Amari. Now, Las Vegas police say, if you're not familiar with this story, Las Vegas police say that Amari Nicholson was last seen Wednesday, May 5th at around 6 a.m. at the Emerald Suites on Paradise Road. As you saw there, that was the location that the family was just speaking at. It is reported that at the time of his abduction, Amari's mother, Tyler Nicholson, was in Colorado and left Amari with her boyfriend Terrell Rhodes. Now, Mr. Rhodes says he was watching Amari when a female claiming to be Amari's aunt came to where they were staying on the 3rd floor of the Emerald Suites and informed him that she was Amari's father's sister and that she was there to pick Amari up on her brother's behalf. Now, Mr. Rhodes stated he was not apprehensive about the woman who he'd never met before because Miss Nicholson had informed him that someone would be coming to pick up Amari. So while Mr. Rhodes was attempting to verify the woman's identity with Mrs. Nicholson, Mr. Rhodes reported that the female informed him that her brother's family would be taking care of Amari and that they didn't need any of his belongings. So she picked up Amari, took him from the room, and exited the 3rd floor. And no one has seen Amari since that day. You may have seen his stepfather, Mr. Rhodes, and his mother speaking on other news outlets. And again, all of this has been an active investigation. Now, if you have any information about Amari and his whereabouts, please call Metro Police at 702-828-3111. And as always, we will continue to update you with the latest on this case and the developing story online on our website, lvrj.com. And we will have an update on all of today's events for you this evening at 7 p.m. Be sure to download a free RJ mobile app so you can get breaking news alerts like this sent straight to your phone. And of course, you can find us on Roku, Apple TV, and all of your favorite platforms. I'm Renee Summerhour. Thank you for joining us.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.